What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be checking out the T-1000 art mask by Pure Art Studio. So this is a continuation of the line. So you'll see I had their original Endo, and then I sold it and upgraded to the battle damaged for my Terminator wall. Now I do have space to move that to the left and then do the T-1000 right there. So, here we have it. I've been waiting for this because I always wanted the Queen Studios one, never got the opportunity to buy it for a reasonable price. My local buddy who got it said he'd sell it to me for $10,000. And I'm like, yeah, no thanks. Not worth it. So definitely no interest there. There's always the Interbay T-1000, which is probably the best likeness to Robert Patrick I've seen. Better than Queen and better than this. But I missed my chance to buy that a long time ago. But I do like this one quite a bit. I do think the likeness is a little off. I think they should go back and rework the likeness. Although it's kind of different because of the whole battle damage. But overall, I do think they did a fabulous job, especially designing this. I love the giant hole in the eye, all the different liquid metal you see throughout. You know, it's a pretty decent sized bust. They also did a really good job on the detail on the eye. They did an acrylic eye, which I didn't think they would, but they did it. So it's like a glass eye, and it looks awesome. I also love the liquid metal on the back part to really help, you know, because it's not a full head. So I love how they did that on the back part right there and right there. So that's really cool. I would have loved if they did real hair, but obviously they didn't do that. But they did a good job with the sculpted hair. So this is the regular version. So that looks very good. And I love how it's like melting towards the bottom. Austin, some bullet wounds. You can see there's good skin texture. Check out that eye though. They did a phenomenal job on that. You know, even just like the subtle texture work, they did a really good job. So here it is wall mounted. So how it looks like he's coming out of the wall. You know, and he is liquid metal, so he did go through walls. So I love it on the wall, actually. I think it looks better on the wall than it does just standing here like this. But it looks great both ways, no doubt. So you do have the multi-option. I'm still not sure how it even goes on the wall, to be honest. So this is the regular version, priced at $500. Ships next year, end of the year. 17 inches tall, 14 inches wide, 11 inches deep, weighs 15 pounds. We're at box size, which is nice. And that's how big it is. So you can see it's, you know, life size. Good size. And then you have the deluxe. So this one has 1991 limited edition size, the year T2 came out. And the deluxe version, which comes with a finger, is basically $80 more. And for me, this is the obvious one to get. You know, it adds quite a bit more story with the finger that's liquid metal like a knife. And you can angle it two different ways. I personally like it more upwards. I think it looks great like that. So I definitely like the inclusion of the hand. I wish the edition size was a little bit smaller, like 500. But I do love the hand. And I do like the fact you can have it multiple ways on how you display it, which is really cool. So yeah, here on the wall as well, there's two ways to display it. Like that, or like that. I would probably do it like that. But I'm definitely impressed with this. It's not perfect. It's also only $500, which is still a lot when you consider shipping and tax at $650. I remember buying the Sideshow Dark Knight Bale bust for $600 or $650, like shipped back in the day. And it's crazy to think this cost that much. But you know, most life-size busts nowadays cost $1,200 plus shipping and tax. So this one is a reasonable price. The Endo was much cheaper, but I think this one's a lot, you know, there's a lot more going on here. And so I do think this one, I do like this one better, to be honest. So I think this one will, you know, turn out really good. So I'm a big fan, and, you know, I'm never going to get the Queen one unless I found it for a super good price. But the Queen also lacked on likeness. I don't think the likeness is any better on this. I think they're about equally, like maybe 60%, where the inner bay is like 90% likeness to Robert Patrick. So overall, though, it's a fantastic looking piece. I do like it. I love all the liquid metal parts. And not only do you have these two versions, but there's also just a complete liquid metal version, which when you do it this way, the likeness is, not really necessary. You can't tell the likeness is a little off. Of course, in this one, you are missing a lot of detail like that acrylic eye and everything. So, and this one actually costs more because it's all chromed. And chroming costs a lot of money, but it's really just like one color, so stuff kind of like blends in. You're not even sure what you're looking at. I'm sure in person it probably looks better, but I personally would not get this one. It is cool, but it's only $5.49 here. But the one with the hand, because they also have the hand version, I'm not sure why it's not up here. It is on Pure Art's website. That one is like $6.79 or something. It's $80 more. And yeah, so that one's the most expensive one. I don't know. This one is cool, and I know some people are definitely going to love this just in all liquid metal. The likeness isn't an issue here, but I still like the painted one the best. I like seeing the detail in the eye, the transition into liquid metal. I think that looks really cool. The hand into liquid metal, the costume. I just like this one more. It just speaks more to me. So this is the one I will be pre-ordering. Not this one. Although I do like this one. I still think it's cool. And I'm sure in person it's awesome. But what do you guys think? Do you guys like this one more? Or do you prefer the colored one like me? Which I think, just looks better. So this will be coming to my Terminator collection. I know there's going to be a lot of 1/3 scales. We have the Sarah Connor. And I know they're making an Arnold and a T-1000 1/3. So it is tempting. But the problem is, this is where my Terminator collection's at. And as you can see, I can't really add anything to the Magic case unless I sold something. But for me, the most important things is Arnold and Endoskeleton. As much as I love the T-1000, he was just in one movie, at least the Robert Patrick version. And it's not super, super crucial. So I think the only thing I can really add is this T-1000. And unless I completely moved my Terminator setup and got rid of the 1/4 Arnold, then doing 1/3 just won't work for me. Although the Dark Side Arnold isn't battle damaged and it's very simple, I even thought, man, I could totally add that to my Terminator set just as a one-off Arnold over here, a 1/3 version. So I may be tempted with that. I couldn't fit a 1/3 right here unless I squished it all together and made it look cluttered, which I don't want to do. I like how well I've spaced everything out. The only thing I can do is really add the T-1000, move that there, T-1000 there, and that looks sick. Having the two wall mounts next to each other and call it a day. And if I do get a 1/3 Arnold, let's say Dark Side, or God, if freaking Prime 1 makes one, I'm definitely getting it. I would prefer Prime 1 over Dark Side, I will say. I think Prime 1 gives you more bang for your buck and is better quality. But Dark Side, we've seen concept. It looks like just a standard Arnold, which would actually go good with, my Predator, because Arnold was in it. Not the same costume, but it would still look good, I think. If I wanted to do Arnold right there instead of Scream and move Scream somewhere else. Anyways, folks, that is it. What do you guys think of this? Are you going to be pre-ordering this? If you are going to pre-order, please use my link below. It does help the channel, the share sell link. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tonight for the Prime 1 event. Be sure to join. We'll be shooting it live. I'll give you my live reactions, and we can talk about it.